Liverpool and Chelsea target Youssoufa Moukoko has given hope of a potential January deal after reports suggest he is ready to push for an exit in the new year to try and secure a place in Germany's Euro 2024 squad. The 18-year-old burst onto the scene during the 2020-21 season when he became the youngest ever player to ever feature in the Bundesliga. Moukoko came on for Erling Haaland against Hertha BSC, aged just 16 years and 1 day. However, the signing of last season's top Bundesliga scorer Niklas Füllkrug to join Sebastian Haller in the Dortmund attack has meant that Moukoko has found it difficult to earn regular minutes under Edin Terzic. Indeed, he is yet to start a league game this season, making just 4 substitute appearances. To that end, his chances of making Julian Nagelsmann's squad for Euro 2024 are currently diminishing. A report from 90 Minutes suggests that Moukoko's representatives are currently exploring potential loan options in the January transfer window. It's reported that Brentford and Wolves are 2 clubs showing an interest, but Liverpool have been long-term suitors of Moukoko and Chelsea are also keen on the attacker. Moukoko's camp are said to be hoping that one of the Premier League's Big Six may be tempted to make an offer if the teenager is made available. However, it's claimed that Chelsea are viewed as a better landing spot, given that their need for a new striker is greater than Liverpool's. But if Moukoko does not end up in England, the likes of Lazio, Fiorentina, Lens and Lyon are also reportedly keen to strike a deal. Chelsea are interested in Sporting Lisbon defender Ousmane Diomande and have scouted the 19-year-old. That is according to a report from Record. The Portuguese outlet claims that Chelsea sent a scout to watch Ousmane Diomande's performance for the Ivory Coast in their recent 1-1 draw with Morocco, while their London rivals Arsenal made a €35 million, £30 million bid for him in the summer. If Chelsea or Arsenal do go on to sign Diomande, they will be getting a player with incredible potential. The central defender has ranked 5th in Scouted Notebook's Scouted 50, which lists 50 breakout players to watch this season. There is a strong possibility of Silva leaving Chelsea next summer, with his contract expiring at the end of the season. The Blues would not be left in a bad position if the Brazilian does depart, as Mauricio Pochettino still has other options. Levi Colwill, Axel Disasi, Benoit Badiashile, and Wesley Fofana are all centre-backs, so Chelsea are not exactly light in that department. Nevertheless, if the club do want to bring in another central defender if Silva does leave Stamford Bridge, then perhaps they will try to bring in Diomande. The Sporting youngster is the profile of player Chelsea have been signing recently, someone who is young and has a lot of potential. You can argue that the Blues buying another centre-half would be overkill, but Fofana's injury problems are a concern, while Colwill has been playing left-back this term following his return from Brighton and Hove Albion. Chelsea have unilaterally renewed 21-year-old left-back Ian Matson, whose contract expires in June, despite the fact that he does not have the confidence of Mauricio Pochettino. According to the Standard, the English club have extended his contract until 2025 to prevent him from leaving for free, given the interest of several teams in acquiring his services. Barcelona have had very good reports on the left-footed player for some years, and he was seen as a market opportunity. Sport explained a few days ago that Matson was one of the players being monitored to reinforce the team for the next Sporting project. He is an international left-back, who last season was at a great level at Burnley on loan but has not had continuity at Chelsea. In fact, this season he has only played 81 minutes despite being a regular in the squad. Matson had turned down 2 renewal offers from Chelsea as he saw no future at the London club and was aware that the move was only being made in order to sell him this summer to the highest bidder. West Ham and Burnley were interested in signing him last summer, but no agreement was reached and the player has had to remain linked to Chelsea. According to the Standard, Barca's appearance would have motivated Chelsea's last-minute move to renew the player for 1 season with the aim of making a financial profit. The Blaugrana are combing the market for fullbacks, as Marcos Alonso's contract is up, although his continuity is not ruled out if his salary is significantly reduced. Matson was one of the players being monitored, but after the unilateral renewal he is losing ground. The Catalan club had also looked at Boca Juniors left-back Valentin Barco, but Manchester City have moved ahead of the deal and he is likely to sign either this January for a small fee or next June on a free transfer. Mauricio Pochettino has a number of big calls to make for his Chelsea squad this weekend as they line up to face Arsenal in the Premier League. However, the biggest one revolves around whether to start returning club captain Reece James. The Argentine will be looking to make it 3 wins on the spin in this competition after they won their last 2 games before the international break. Here's the Chelsea Chronicle's predicted 11 to face the unbeaten Gunners at home. Robert Sanchez is an easy pick to retain his place after an impressive start to life at Chelsea. It is best not to risk James so soon after his recovery, so Malo Gusto will start after his own return from suspension. In the middle, Axel Disasi will start again despite his own injury concerns over the international break. He will be joined by Thiago Silva. The duo have not missed a league game yet this season. Fresh off his England debut, Levi Colwill will start on the left side of a back four, likely facing the impressive Bukayo Saka. With all being well on his return from South America, Moises Caicedo will start for the Blues in midfield. Same story applies for Enzo Fernandez, who has come off a very impressive pair of appearances for Argentina this week. Slightly ahead of them, Conor Gallagher will captain the side and look to lead them to a memorable result at Stamford Bridge. Despite suffering a dead leg on international duty, Cole Palmer will recover in time to line up in attack for the Blues. On the opposite side, Raheem Sterling will get the nod over Mykhailo Mudryk in the battle of the form duo. Up front, Nicholas Jackson will return to the starting side as a result of his goal last time out against Burnley. After a season full of struggles last time out, Chelsea were expected to bounce back in the 2023-24 campaign. But the story is still the same. Nothing much has changed at Stamford Bridge despite the arrival of new manager Mauricio Pochettino. However, things could transform with the return of Christopher Nkunku. At least that is what Ben Jacobs reckons on Give Me Sport. The French international, who came through the ranks at Paris Saint-Germain, joined Chelsea this past summer from RB Leipzig for £52 million. The Blues had reached a pre-agreement with the German club towards the end of 2022. He was considered to be one of the best signings post the takeover, and the fans were eagerly awaiting his arrival. The 25-year-old was a part of Chelsea's preseason, and he had got off to a great start under new boss Pochettino. He was expected to be one of the pillars of the team heading into the new season. But things took a huge turn as he picked up a serious knee injury in a friendly against Borussia Dortmund. He suffered the injury just 10 days before the start of the new season and is yet to make his official debut for the club. However, Nkunku's recovery is going smoothly, and the French international is expected to be back next month. His return could end up being a huge boost for the Blues. Chelsea have been playing decent football in the new season. But they have scored enough goals. Their form in the final third has been their major concern. They have dropped points because they have not been clinical enough in the final third. Pochettino has had his impact, but the lack of goals have hampered his side. Things have improved of late, as they have won their last 2 outings in the league and have scored 6 goals. But they do lack firepower in attack. As a result, the arrival of Nkunku could be a turning point. Given the variety of attacking options present in the Chelsea ranks, Pochettino could use him in different roles depending on the opposition and the form of his own players. While his arrival will add flexibility, the biggest boost is that he will add goals.